Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys for joining me here. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at insights and messages for the collective Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. These being general messages, please take the ones that are resonating organically and don't force any onto your situation. Also, you can apply these messages to any aspect in your life. With that being said, Scorpio, let's get into it. The first card you have, Scorpio, for today is taking chances. And it says on one arrow that's pointing to the left, it says chance. And an arrow below that pointing to the right, it says change. So further it says it's time for a leap of faith in this situation. Be more courageous in dealing with your finances. It may be certain, but may lead to, it may be uncertain, but may lead to great results. So, Scorpio, I feel that this is mostly related to some kind of workplace, or it could be your entrepreneur work or job that you have. There is an encouragement over here from your third guides to step outside of your comfort zone. I feel that you might be too comfortable where you are and where you want to go, or something that you have in mind. It could involve some kind of a calculated risk, some level of feeling out there, like a fish out of water. But when we are open to new experiences, it definitely leads to a lot of growth, whether it's professionally or personally. And everybody's fear, right, of stepping into unknown. And for us, every day is an unknown. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But just knowing that, the universe got our back, we just wake up in the morning and get to work, not knowing what's going to transpire all day. So if with that spirit, if we take that leap of faith into the next level or a next level in anything, whether it's in our personal life or in our professional life, it can actually bring a lot of reward, satisfaction. We learn a lot, and it's good. It's a good thing to stay active learning things, right? All our life. Because it not only makes us wiser, but gives us the confidence in our own selves, in our abilities to, maneuver any situation, navigate challenges, make sound decisions, gather facts, and helps us to just face our fears. Like, what's holding you back right now? Is it the timing or is it the money? Whatever that is, the spirit guide, your spirit guides are encouraging you to step into outside your comfort zone, right? Because there might be a lot of success, there might be a lot of rewards that you probably cannot even imagine right now. Whether it's a new career path or some opportunity in your day-to-day that might seem like a lot of work or scary, or too much collaboration. But I feel that if you're able to take it one day at a time and figure out some more creative or alternative ways of accomplishing things or managing things, and maybe switch up a routine here and there, I feel this will very soon align with it will take your passion, it will take you to the next level. I feel there is something out here in the works for you that will take you to the next level. So stay confident in your in your decisions, and there is nothing to fear. Even if it's a new path or something new that you're learning or trying up, I feel it will make you happy. It will fulfill you in the long run or in future, in the next in the upcoming future for you, Scorpio. The next card, Scorpio, you have is the number 8. And it says secrets. So this is your house energy. 8th house is Scorpio, the house of transformations. It's a very intense house, right? It's also a house of taxes, finances, inheritances. Now, if you see to the left side of secrets at the down below, there is a glyph for the planet Venus. So this card entails the energies of the planet Venus. And if you see to the right side of secrets, there is a glyph for Scorpio. So Scorpio 8th house is also transformation energy, right? It's about changing up things. And you're the water sign, you're fixed water, Scorpio. So there could be transformations. We'll take a look at this. Now, if you see the picture, there is a sphinx out here. The sphinx has wings. it also the head of the Sphinx is the ram, and that's the energy of Mars, right, Aries? That's your planet. Mars and Pluto. Mars was originally, now it's Pluto, but yeah, we have Mars energy out here of taking action, of intensity. Also, it's 8th house is also uncovering things of the past, of the current moment, finding more deeper meanings or hidden truths or something about being of privacy, of secrecy, of this is also peeling the layers of your own self, of your emotions, or yeah, so this is also about whom you can trust, having a psychic feeling, bringing the energy in the room, and just knowing by the look of things or by how people talk and their body language about whom you can trust and whom you can be vulnerable with. So let's take a closer look. I feel Scorpio at this point in time, with Venus in Scorpio blended energies for you, this is a lot of intensity, is what I'm getting, whether it's in relationships or in your own emotional space. Right? Maybe you're trying to understand some things. Maybe you're trying to get some more information or understand your own emotions or understand where people are coming from. It could be like keeping some information to yourself, or you could be working in such areas where, you have to protect the information of the company, or protect, even in defense, we have to keep a lot of secrets to ourselves. So if this is your personal space, it's about understanding, just going over and introspecting to see that something that is it, a good time to let the people know, to let people in on that information, or how do you want, or this could be other people that, they have information that you are not privy of. But other than the information part, this is also intensity in your relations, whether it's in love relations or whether it's friendships, how you deal with them, how comfortable are you sharing your information, sharing your own self, how comfortable or vulnerable are people with you. And this is also a transformative energy where, you let the old past go away. Or the way you deal with relationships, or some old habits, belief system in regards to your relations. Are you transforming that? So, are you ready to open yourself fully to new people? Scorpio, are you willing to trust them or build that trust? Or just, you are filching on people from your life that no longer vibe with you, that put up masks that are fake, that you feel are fake, that lack depth, that lack the emotional intensity. So this could be when you're looking at your relationships and seeing which of them really are authentic, and the ones that you want to pursue or have in your life versus those that you can just, put to the side and just, turn them into acquaintances. Now, this could also be a time where you are feeling some type of way. Maybe you're developing interest in somebody, or somebody is developing interest in you. It could be whether it's meeting new people, platonic friendships or romantic interest. There is something new that could be brewing, and it's for you to understand, what do you want to do with this newfound interest or attraction, right? What do you want to do? How far you want to take these relations? But Venus and Scorpio energy is not just about relationships. It's about how we, indulge in beauty, in pleasure, in beauty and pleasure. You could be buying things that that emotion that touch your heart, an interest in some arts and crafts that are dear to you, that soothing to your heart and soul, and you have an intense liking for such arts or objects or things of beauty and things like that. But it could also be that it could also be about studying your own self. You know, you could be studying your own reactions, your own emotions. Like, what are you feeling and why are you feeling so at this point in time, right? You might be having those conversations with people, discussing about your feelings, or discussing shared goals of the future, or even this is supporting the emotional support from people that you could be extending or people could be extending towards you. So a lot to be worked on here, especially in your emotional landscape, Scorpio. I feel that whatever comes of your understanding of your feelings and how you're feeling right now could bring about a lot of growth in your relations or at your workplace, and even transform situations, for the better. You could feel more close to people, more vulnerable, comfortable, being vulnerable, being authentic, where you don't have to put up fake ways of being and existing in front of them. So there's lots that you're uncovering and peeling of layers, and just, a lot for you to uncover at this point in time, Scorpio. The next card you have, Scorpio, is the number 9. And then it says the Passover. So such a beautiful energy for you out here, Scorpios. It's Passover is, it's a very important and significant energy. It's about breaking free of liberation, right? From feeling tied up in shackles or caged to feeling free. So it's that journey. This is derived from the Jewish holiday of Passover, right? It's of where there is spiritual awakening, there is a connection to divine, there is transformation of the situations of the Israelites, right? And from what I know, when we talk about Passover, it's the Exodus, right? Which is the journey of Israelites from slavery, bondage, and Egypt to freedom in their free land, right? Where they were first restricted, they were limited to the journey of liberation, right? The journey from fear, doubt, and hopelessness to faith, to hope, to positivity, to, that journey. And I don't know for those of you know, but when there is that Passover meal, it contains a lot of symbolic foods that are there in the Passover meal. And each of those foods is actually a very important and part of that story, the Passover story, of renewal, of protection from the divine, right? Of how bitter, of bitterness. Now, if there is a bread which is eaten in that meal, and that bread, it's very symbolic of simplicity, simple times, humbleness. It also speaks to the rush or the fastness, the speed with which the Israelites had to leave Egypt, right? So it speaks to simplicity, humbleness, where you have an opportunity to let go of anything you feel is excess and focus on things that truly matter. So if there is anything excess that you have or you feeling that you could, let go of, donate or give away, see where you can figure out or cut out that excess and focus on the things that truly matter to you, Scorpio. Now, another thing about the Passover meal is that there is 4 cups of wine in that, right? And that's the story of liberation in those wine cups. There is moving forward. There is a spiritual association, spiritual awakening. You might be reading up about spirituality or taking to spiritual practices. But I feel you're feeling more free now, or you will be feeling, Scorpio. You might have felt like, you're restricted in some way, you're unable to take the next steps, but I feel that you, had faith, or you will be taking steps. And even if they're small baby steps, it is taking you towards freedom and towards liberation in whichever area you feel bonded or you feel caged. Right? So don't give up the hope. You have the Venus in Scorpio, which is about finding information. Maybe that information will help you to move forward or give you a path or some information where you can take the next step. But just know that the divine is there for you. The universe got your back. And, this Passover also is the time of miracles. So, prayer and meditation, spiritual rituals, practices, if you can incorporate, you will see miracles happen for you. Now, 8th house is also, now, number 9 over here also speaks to the 9th house, which is of Jupiter, growth, expansion, new beginnings, new chapters, right? So you could be, and Jupiter is also a spiritual planet. So you could be taking more to spirituality, or maybe everyday things that you do are very much, have that spiritual foundation. So, yeah, Scorpio, the Passover, it could have felt difficult, but I feel that this is the right time for things to change up, to transform. Keep the faith up, keep the trust in the process up, in the universe. And yeah, I feel that, have that confidence and just know that things are changing for the better. There are always counselors to help you through if you are having some trouble, or get your support system on, and speak to them, and maybe their experiences can help you and things like that. But this is the right time, and just know that you are in the right place at the right time. Even if things feel a little murky, but things are, working in the background for you. So there is a lot of transformative energy going on, whether it's within you or in your external world, whether you know it or not, but things are changing and you will soon feel so free. There are new beginnings that are coming your way, Scorpio, new chapters, feeling happy, feeling empowered, feeling like you made it. And there's a lot that you will be celebrating about your efforts and how far you have come. So it's a really good time. The next card you have is number 18. So the number 1, 8, and 9. And we already saw the number 9 come true for you, Scorpio. And destiny. Yeah, so fated events, synchronicities. The universe is supporting you in every way possible right now, Scorpio. So things that you never imagined that look miraculous, that you feel like, oh, I went there and I met this person. Fated events are going to happen right now. Things that you feel like, okay, how did this happen? How was I even ready for it? I wasn't even expecting it. Those kind of moments, right? Because your guides are putting you on the path to where you belong, to where you need to go to. Your destiny is calling you right now. Your soul is calling. Maybe there is some project that you need to go and work on, maybe some higher purpose that's calling at you right now. Maybe a visit, maybe a vacation. Maybe you're deciding to go on a vacation, who knows? See what you're being called to do right now. Right? And if you feel like you're not sure, then take some time, meditate, connect through spiritual practices with your guide, but for sure, like the messages that you get will have meaning to it, Scorpio. So don't ignore that, right? Because this is some new chapter, some new next phase of your life that's starting right now for sure. Something's changing, something's transforming, and the universe is full on, is supporting you to pursue your calling, to get on path to that's destiny for you. Fated events, things you do not expect. Maybe you will get interested in things, or you learn up, take some classes, courses that will connect you to people that are meant to be a part of your next chapter of life, right? These are gifts from the universe that are pouring down on you, Scorpio. The next card you have, Scorpio, is Tarantula, and it's in the reverse. So Tarantula is earth element. It's in the reverse for you. So Tarantula is more about, again, there is huge energy of transformation around you, Scorpio. There is something that, it's also about looking at some parts of ourselves or some aspects, some habits, behaviors that we're not really happy about. See how you can, switch them up or transform them, change them. You might be scared or you might be a little afraid about how are you going to do it, and things like that, could make us anxious if we just maybe avoid making, I don't know if you are avoiding to make the change, or you're avoiding to make a change in your external world, something that needs to be changed or worked on, that you might be afraid about changing, or probably you don't know where to start. The good thing, the thing about working on these aspects is to break them down into smaller tasks, right? Smaller pieces, so that, we can conquer each step, small baby steps. And, finally one day we'll get to the finish line of whatever task or whatever thing that you fear about. But it's something that, that's holding you back, because we saw that in the Passover card as well. It's something that is restricting you. You might be feeling suffocated or fearing, something that you're either avoiding changing, and that's why, you don't see any growth. You will need to, muster up the courage to confront that situation, whether it's people, not in a negative way. You don't have to be over aggressive, but just knowing that a change is needed can help you plan it out. Break it down into smaller tasks and then take one step at a time and overcome it. And get the support that you can, right? And I feel that this could also be that you're scared of somebody around you. Maybe somebody is, domineering, or not you. Maybe they're misusing their power or manipulating. Kind of trying to give their way around things. If that's your case, if that's what's scaring you, then you need to set those boundaries. See where you can back them up, if you feel controlled in some way. So these are changes that you will need to make. Connect to your spirit guides, bring in some spiritual practices that will put you in a state of calm and zen. That's when you will be able to think straight. There are maybe some patterns on your side, some behaviors, some understanding, some belief system that you will need to let go as well. This is what evolution is, and we need to constantly evolve. That's life. Right? So feel your feels. I feel that Venus and Scorpio is going to tell you how you're feeling. And once you understand what you're feeling, once you have that clarity, you will get the strength, that confidence to trust yourself for making those changes. It's us who has to do the work. It's free will, right? So be open with, be open and creative with how are you going to approach this situation to create that balance in your life, to come out of feeling suffocated or being, weighed down by things. Either it's too much responsibilities that you're unable to speak up, that you need additional help. It could be that for some of you, maybe at your workplace, you have a lot of work dumped on you and you're unable to tell your manager or management that it's too much for you and that you cannot handle it. That could be. So again, you have to muster the courage to speak to them, because, sometimes people don't understand our capacity to handle things. Maybe you're already working at full capacity. So just take it one step at a time, put the word out, and it definitely takes courage. But that's something you will have to work on. Again, connect with your spirit guides to provide you with that strength. And stand up for yourself, as long as you know that you're coming from a good place of high values and you're ethical in your ways, and, whatever you're asking for is not, or going overboard with things, then you're okay. There's nothing to fear, right? We all need to take steps to protect ourselves, to create those boundaries, to speak up and stand up for ourselves. So work on whatever needs to transform. Scorpio, I feel that you have universes back there. You pay attention to the messages, through guidance in your dreams or in your waking state, those visions or some messages or things that you might hear and overhear. They actually might be insightful into providing you the path forward. So, all of us need to have that inner strength to stand up for ourselves, to face our fears, and to overcome any challenges, and just trusting and knowing that you have the strength and capability itself is half the battle won, right? So go ahead and make the changes, Scorpio. The next card you have is the bee. Now, bee spirit is air energy, right? And we all know what bees produce. They produce honey, which is sweetness, right? So working hard, working in groups, and towards a common goal. So I feel, Scorpio, that this is a time for you where you probably are working together as a team, where you all have similar interests or similar talents. Sorry about that. And you're creating something which is powerful, which is for the greater good of the community or your company, and things like that. So I do feel that you're in the company of like-minded people, right? You're working hard. You have you're structured. You're diligent with your work. You're doing it every single day consistently, and yeah, I feel that you are focused on your tasks, but there is some area of your life, with the tarantula in the reverse that you're fearing. But if you constantly put in the efforts, you will see the rewards of your efforts, Scorpio, whether it's big or small. Now, bee spirit is also asking you to balance, to not take life too seriously. It's not just about work. Balance your day out to enjoy the small and big things that life has to offer, right? Enjoy your time off. Take some time to, take care of yourself, to have a good time, to balance out your work, to have that balanced work life. For some of you, this could also be participating in community events where you want to, make an impact. Maybe you are contributing your time, for the society or some larger ecosystem, creating, something for the greater good of community. Right, so I feel that right now, being structured, having a routine, and balancing out your work life, and there could be some chaos around you that you probably need to, find a solution to, maybe have more order, more harmony around you so that you're able to keep up with your daily routines at peace. And I feel that you do have the clarity, or you soon will have the information, the facts, the clarity that will allow you to create that harmony around you. Now, air is also about communication and ability to work, well with people through communicating, whether it's talking, whether it's writing, or whatever, but there might be a lot of communicating that you are doing. Right, so this is bees are air stands for open communication, which means that you listen to people, you understand where they're coming from, you not only can get to the bottom of problems, but also you establish stronger bonds and relations when we talk, or when we have open communications, when we listen and then we reciprocate. So I do feel that your hard work is going to pay off, because I do see you working very hard, Scorpio. So you might be on the verge of, breaking free, achieving milestones. And just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're making time to relax, to enjoy things. Maybe some hobbies of yours or some unique talents also that you could use to to grow your life, to expand your life in other ways outside of work as well, for the greater good again of community. Something that can align you with your higher purpose, that add more value to your life, that add more meaning to your deed. So I do feel some of you might be on the works or taking steps towards that as well. But I feel you're okay, in terms of you have good focus, you have clarity, you are working hard, and you're seeing, you have been very productive. A collaborative time, maybe you're collaborating with different companies or people of different expertise. And just enjoy this process, Scorpio. I feel work-wise, you're very much aligned with your purpose and you know what you want to accomplish for your life. The Lama's card you have for today, Scorpio, is a message from the universe, from your spirit guides with love. There are hearts and the beautiful flower in the background. It says a protection spell is needed for the situation. So exactly protect yourself. Something is pressurizing, something is scary, something is feeling constrictive. Reach out to your spirit guides. Have some spiritual practices that will protect you from maybe it's evil eye or from other people, what they're saying. Maybe you need to set some boundaries. Say some, connect with your spirit guides and use some mantras or things like that that can help, gain your strength and protect you in this situation, Scorpio. Okay? So Scorpio, those were your messages. Hope they were helpful and insightful to you guys. Thank you guys for watching, for joining, and for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the messages, please hit the like and the subscribe along with the bell so you get notified every time the video is published. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, you all. Bye for now.